everyone. It's LOA Losers. I'm Tracy, and this is Lydia.
Yeah, I am.
We want to thank everyone for being here and how much we appreciate all of you. We hope you do know that. And first, if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you could give us a subscribe and a like. It helps us get the message out and or the fun out. It's like, and for those listening for the first time, just really quick, we're going to review what is an LOA loser. It's in someone who's been like working the LOA rules, guidelines, whatever you want to call it, applying them everything they can and to create an extraordinary life, their dream life. Neither one, you're really unhappy with the results you're getting, or two, you're still living in complete same old caca. So Lydia and I are exploring from our own personal perspectives our journey and faux pas and tendencies of LOA losers, and then offering assistance in things that we have done that helped us. And we hope it helps you. And so today's topic, we're going to do a conversation about a teacher that we enjoy, Bashar, and his the 7 steps of manifestation.
Yes. Yes. Yes, my dear Tracy. And again, just as you're saying, we appreciate so much that you are here sharing with us this conversation. Is about those 7 steps of manifestation that, I mean, again, whatever we're sharing with you, beautiful audience, is because we feel excited to do so. We feel the impulse, the joy to share this information. So I'm going to mention all of you. We're going to mention like the 7 steps. Okay. So the first step, vision. The second one, desire. Third one, belief. Fourth, acceptance. Okay. I wrote them down. Fifth, intention. Sixth, action. Seventh, allowance. And in today's transmission, my dear Tracy and I, we're going to talk about the first 4. Okay. The first 4 steps, we're going to cover that. And the first 4, why? Because Bashar says it is like the setup. Okay. Remember, it's steps to manifest. And this is an inspired action because we listened to this recording. Perhaps it's from the 80s, 90s, something like that, in which Bashar is sharing the steps, and well, they are calling it manifestation. Okay, so we're gonna explore like those steps, if you allow me, my dear Tracy. And again, what's your definition? What's my definition? If we follow those steps in a conscious way. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, and I'm going to share with you some of the ideas that Bashar shares. Okay, so step number 1, have the vision. And he says like an image, an idea, a wish, a picture of what you say you want. That's the first step. Okay. And so for some people, what they do sometimes is like that vision board, right? That they create. So the vision, an idea, the wish of what we say we want. Then Bashar says, okay, once you have the vision, the second step is desire. Okay. It is that powerful energy that it is called excitement, that is strong energy, a strong emotion that energizes the vision. So first I have the vision of what I want, and then that desire is like that powerful. I am excited for what I want. I feel the juiciness of what I want. It is very strong, very potent energy. And think about that, right? How we feel. For example, I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to use an example. I want a car. Okay, so I have the vision of the car that I want. Now, my second step is the desire. Feel the desire of having it. Make sense?
Yeah, a little bit. The desire, for me, it'd be like, that to me is like, I guess the word, again, everybody, it's like, everybody resonates with different words and different things. And I think, well, if I had the desire for it, I'd already have the feeling for it. So I don't equate like the desire meaning the feeling for it, but I understand where it's coming from is that first you want to have a vision, which some people, and I know this is like probably a lot for a lot of LOE losers, you go, oh, I want so much, I want all these things, and I want what I want now. You need to get clarity on really what your vision is. And then second, it's like your vision usually is what you're choosing, what your desire is. But I guess I do choice, choosing instead of desiring. But so that's
Mm.
something out there for you guys to think, okay, so I have this vision and I'm choosing it. And how does it feel to choose that? And to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Just
And
just another way to say it,
yeah,
everybody.
that's why we are here. That's why we are talking about this. And Bashar says this is like a sequential steps or structure to manifestation. And as I was sharing the information and listening to you, my dear Tracy, I'm reflecting about, for me, it's like the vision and the desire. It's like I feel I first like I was gonna say like first I feel it like the desire
Mhm.
and then I can see it,
Yeah, I kind of do it backwards too.
right?
Yeah, or it's not backwards, but it's our process. And and have you ever been in the place, Lydia, where I know people have like you say, well, have a vision of that. And it's really difficult too for some people to have a vision of it.
Now, I love that you're saying that because what comes to mind, my dear Tracy, is like, okay, for me, what's my definition of vision? And what's our definition of vision? Because, for example, Bashar is saying, and vision is an image, idea, a wish, a picture of what you say you want. So if I'm taking the example of this particular car or SUV, I can ask myself, okay, did I have the vision first or the desire or the need? I had the need and then, okay, look around. What would you like among all the cars or SUVs that are available? Which one do you want? So perhaps it's like if we define definition, I'm sorry, if we define vision as an idea, well, then the idea comes first. Like, oh, you need a car, you need an
Yeah,
SUV,
it was
right?
almost like instead of maybe even using the word need, because I need carries a lot of stuff with it. You
Mhm.
became aware that, hey, a
Yes.
car would be handy.
Yes.
Or I would like very much or choose very much to have a very stylish car because, that kind of thing. Because maybe you don't really need a car, or you just would like something like flashy, sporty, that kind of thing. So everybody,
Yeah.
we're putting it out there. But, and I'm with you too, like with the vision thing, too, I'm going to caution everybody too. I think sometimes why visions get, I don't know, by people might say the vision's a little difficult or hard or whatever. And when my experience is when I get too specific sometimes.
Okay. In
I
that
mean,
vision.
yeah, sometimes
Okay.
it's like I think we might force ourselves in the vision, like to get too specific. So if it's natural and it's flowing and it can be general, it doesn't have to be like you don't have to envision everything about the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
It's
I
like,
love that you're saying that because that's it. That's I mean, in the whole explanation about vision, Bashar is saying like an idea. That's why he says like an idea, an image, like it's something that just flows, that we don't need to try hard. And that was my perception before. For
Yeah.
example, with that vision board, the first time that I've heard about it, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. It is too much effort for me. I did once a vision board and it wasn't fun for me. And I can see, like, for so many people, it is that, oh, I'm gonna make my vision board for the year, and they really enjoy it. But for me, it's not. I'm more with the topic of ideas,
Right.
right? So,
Yeah. And for me, just for the vision board thing, I never did it because, oh, I know people do them yearly or whatever. I did it because I really had fun with it. I liked collecting the magazine. Back then,
uh,
we didn't have internet.
yeah.
And when I was doing that, and then I have done one with the internet where I found the images on the internet and I printed them out. I went out,
Mm,
so I had fun seeking out
yeah.
images that, oh, that picture looks just like I would like to feel. And I went
Okay.
for, and I maybe for visions too, we should bring that up. Feelings count too for visions. Like you can envision how you want to feel.
What do you think? The feeling is more with the desire,
Well, yeah,
or it's like
maybe it's both.
both?
You
Yes.
know, I always, when I heard that, I'm always like, it's like, I guess you could say it's two steps, but it feels like
They
one.
are very close.
Close.
They are
They're
like,
very close. They're very close. And yeah, so I remember that too, that some people have are not as what do you want to say, visual, maybe.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's more visceral. And so for you, maybe you don't even know what you really want, but you know you want to feel good. You can envision just things that make you feel good and feel good while you're having a vision,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
too.
And that will
So
work
yeah, so
again because
we're giving you a whole bunch of things out there, audience,
exactly
that
because
work or not work.
absolutely, absolutely, because at the end of the day is, and I love that you're saying that, because at the end of the day, we are the ones choosing and deciding, creating, co-creating with source, if that's our belief, right?
Right, right.
So, absolutely. So it is vision, desire, but okay, we're talking, they're very close. Yes. In my experience is how that powerful, strong feeling, emotion of excitement, of desire, of oh my gosh, if I like just the idea to have this SUV feels so good. I
Hmm.
desire from the heart, like the whole body activates and emanates this powerful energy. It is what Abraham Hicks says about the daydreaming. Do you think?
Yes, possibly. Yeah, I had to remember that. Yeah, yeah, about daydreaming, what it might be like,
Exactly.
or what it's going to be like.
Exactly, exactly. But it's like you are in your imagination, and perhaps just as you're saying, my dear Tracy, perhaps you are not that visual, but you are more like sounds, and you can hear, in my case, in this particular example, the engine of the SUV turning on, or I can hear, for example, like how I'm the moment that I'm closing the door, how it click, in a very
Hmm.
specific way. And yeah, so it's like being there, creating with our imagination, uh, magnifying that desire. Make sense?
Yes, I'm going to throw one in on you, Lydia. Is that the other day I had heard somebody a recording talking with Bashar about visualization. And this,
Mhm.
I did not know there is actually something out there, I can't remember what it's called, where you were diagnosed with, when she closes her eyes, it's black. She cannot visualize, and it's been scientifically proven.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, whoa. And so she was like, since I can't visualize,
Yeah, I've heard that.
and you don't have to visualize it. So I mean, I'm sure this is a rare thing, but
Hmm, hmm.
it was a good question for her to ask because we're saying, well, you have to visualize it first. But if you're thinking about it, feeling about it, like she said, like Lydia just said, hearing the sounds, um, and
Smells.
you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there.
Exactly. You're there. You don't need to like, oh, I need to
Have
picture
a
it.
picture and a movie
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
in my mind. No, 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 no. That's very powerful. Now the third one. And here's the key. And remember, the first four steps are the setup of the manifestation. It's like, okay, we're creating the conditions so we can experience what we want. So the third one, belief. Bashar says, believe that it is possible, because I wrote it down. Believe that it is possible, that you deserve it. Beliefs are going to help you if it's possible. You need to believe it is possible. Find out your beliefs. What's your motivation? Create new definitions. Know that those beliefs, new beliefs, are in effect. Okay, so explain a little bit more and very quickly and very easy. When we go to that part of the beliefs, okay, for example, and I gotta be very honest. Okay, my SUV, okay, I have the step 1 and 2. But when I go with the third step, and my brain is telling me the SUV that you want costs like $50,000, it's like right? So it's like that is a key. Like, okay, hold on. Explore your beliefs, because you can have the powerful energy in step 1 and 2, but in the step 3, we gotta be very honest. So I've been very honest with myself. No, it's like perhaps you can have the money or not. And if you have the money and you don't feel comfortable in using it to get that SUV, perfect. Or you don't have the money and it's like you're making the math and doing the math and it's like, oh, it's going to take me whatever. So, what are your beliefs? So, the invitation that Bashar is saying is that, okay, explore your beliefs. And remember, in my particular case, is that I was like, okay, I need the money. Okay. I need the money for to get that vehicle, right? Because it's the first thing that we believe. Now, okay, open, explore your beliefs and accept the fact that someone can gift you. That's another possibility. Someone can gift it to you. Or you can win a contest and you're going to get your SUV. Or it's like infinite possibilities, right? So it's being open to those infinite possibilities that I can have my SUV in a beautiful way, and but the most important belief, and here's a key, beautiful audience, is like believing that I deserve to have what I desire. What are your thoughts, my dear Tracy?
Well, that's very important, that last one, believing that deserve. And I was going to say, those other opportunities you brought up, I have been there before. And I will tell you that my mind went to the place where was like, oh yeah, somebody could give you a car. Yeah.
You don't
I'm like,
believe it.
I don't believe it, man. It's like I don't see people be just giving people cars. I've done this without somebody could just give me a house, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'm going to hold that space that could happen. I'd like to see more of that happening in our world. And so,
Yeah.
and as, or I could win it. I know people have won prizes and things. and then my mind says, but I haven't experienced that, and I don't see everyone experiencing that. So then there's some more stuff. And so I guess my point was a lot of these things we've learned, from our society and our parents and
Yes.
whoever, is like that. It doesn't come that way. It only comes when you earn it, and money's the only way to do anything. And so I think that that's some beliefs that possibly you guys out there are going to expose
Yeah,
when you start
yeah.
exploring.
Ooh, and you know what? Another belief that it was resistance for me. It was that, for example, okay, there's another possibility that someone gift the card to you. It was like, no, 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 no. I cannot accept those kind of gifts
Ooh.
because it compromises me. So
Oh,
that's the idea.
like you'd owe them something.
Exactly. I'm gonna owe them something, which is okay. It is totally valid. Okay. So that's in this specific step, it is a key in which, in my experience, when I was like a LOA loser, I was stuck, not stuck, but I wasn't checking my beliefs. I was just like with the vision and the desire. And at the same time, I was feeling in my physical body that, no, it's not going to happen. Because at the end of the day, at the root, at the core, I didn't believe that I deserve it.
Yeah, and the opposite for me was I believed I deserved it. In fact, I was pissed that I wasn't there
Ooh,
because I deserve it. It's like I deserve
wow.
this. Why am I not getting it? I deserve it. I mean,
Good.
and then of course, with time, listeners, audience, I have dealt with unworthiness issues deep down, unconscious, subconscious, whatever you want to call them. But I went through a phase where I was like, of course I deserve that. And where is it? You know?
Yeah. Give me my SUV or whatever. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's like I deserve it, and I would actually, the whole nother thing, go into like, why does that person get it? And it's like, and obviously, because I deserve it too, so it's like you can it's like a big old trunk or suitcase might come up and you'll have to unpack it all.
Exactly. But once you unpack it and you insert or you choose a new belief, that's why Bashar says, know that those new beliefs are in effect immediately. For
Yes.
example, the moment that you realize, my dear Tracy, I am worthy, okay, go in effect. And we're going to explore in the next episodes, like the example that you're giving that, okay, I know I deserve it. Where is it? There's something that is going to be explained that we're doing unconsciously in the next steps. Okay, we're going to get there. So we
Okay.
have two examples to share with our beautiful audience.
And I
And
just,
that, yeah,
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean you, Lydia, to interrupt you. I just wanted to add one thing to
yes,
that belief thing. I truly want to put it out there to everybody that when we say unpack the suitcase, really all you have to do is unlatch it and open it. And when you see it, it's done.
yeah.
You don't have to like go through 5 years of counseling
No,
or
no, no,
something.
no, 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 no,
I
no.
just want to know that because there was a point in my life, not where, um,
Oh,
oh, I've got to keep getting to the
no.
root of it. And sometimes it's like that's just burying you deeper and deeper into the law of attraction. Like you're just you're just gonna like be in a loop in a circle
Yeah,
back.
because in that when that happens to us, is because we are in a pattern.
Yeah,
In a pattern that okay, I'm gonna dig, I'm gonna check my belief system, and that's a pattern. And again, once we see the pattern, then it becomes, if we keep doing so, it's a choice. So, but once we are aware of the pattern, just as Bashar says, it's like it is gone. If we keep doing so, it's because it is a choice. And we fall into that patterns. That's part
yeah.
of the process of learning this stuff. And that's beautiful. Thank you so much, my dear Tracy, for sharing. And the fourth step
I forgot we have
that
four.
we're Yeah. And the last one, I
I thought
know.
we were on the fourth. Sorry.
No, but it is very related because
Yes.
you have new beliefs, okay? You make the clearing work, and then now you have new beliefs in which, okay, everything is aligned, the vision, the desire, the belief. Now it is acceptance. And Bashar says that's the fourth step, acceptance. Accept yourself. And now, and accept yourself and new beliefs as the total acceptance that this is possible for you. So the fourth step of this setup of manifestation, it is accepting it. Okay, I have new beliefs that serves me, that are serving me, and I accept it. That's the fourth step. And which though I mean, with those steps, now it is like the setting of the manifestation. Okay, what are your thoughts about this acceptance, my dear
Well,
Tracy?
I also heard, and gosh, I got to go back and listen again because I also heard, or maybe it was from other teachers, because I think this acceptance thing is big. It comes up, is accepting where you are right now and
Yes,
not judging it or
yes,
pushing against it. So I think
yes.
the acceptance is not only accepting that you deserve and you can have and possibilities, it's
Mm,
accepting that there's nothing wrong with where you're at either.
no, no, exactly, exactly. And I love that. Yes, it is part of it. Accepting where you are. This is the way it is. For example, in my case, okay, okay, right now I don't have the SUV. Accept it. I know I deserve it. I know it is possible for me. I know. I know. Okay. I have new beliefs. I'm all set. Okay. So to wrap things up, my dear Tracy, final words that you would like to share with our beautiful audience.
uh, you know what? It might seem a lot like a lot that it's been broken down into four steps, but I think that the way Lydia ended it, it's like it could be like one step.
Yes, they are very close.
It's very, very close.
Yes.
And to not judge yourself. And the bottom line is with the belief thing, maybe the quickest way to get to any beliefs is that you were born with no beliefs.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
when it comes everything that you believe and have learned as beliefs currently, you have gotten from being physical in this world, from being
Yeah.
socially integrated, um, raised by your parents, and they too, same thing happened to them, and so that's a real quick way to get through your beliefs is because we were talking about don't dig of why. There's the reasons why is that you learned it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love this. Okay. Well, next episode we're gonna cover the final three steps. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe and share this message to the world. And have the best week ever. And ciao for now.
LOA Loozers. Hey, everybody.